Hey guys, so welcome back to another little video on nutrition tips. So today I want to cover snacks, right? So as you can see on my table right now, I've got a whole bunch of snacks right here, all right? And so these are actually not snacks that I went out and purposely bought to show you guys, what you should be eating or should not be eating. But this is actually like exactly what I have at home in my cupboard, in my refrigerator. So I've just really quickly grabbed them because I just want to show you what I do. All right. So yeah. All right. So many of you know that when I give out a nutrition plan to clients, I do calculate your macros, and I do include snacks in there based on your calculations of the calories you should be eating and the amount of each macronutrient, which is your carbs, proteins, and fats, right? But I don't actually think that weighing out your food and using macros is a way to live and eat forever. So it's always good to get yourself on a macro plan. If you're unfamiliar with it, and what it does is it just shows you, portions and proportions, and helps you understand, like the amount of food that you should be eating, the amount of food that makes you satisfied, the amount of food that makes you hungry, the amount of food that makes you feel too full, and use that, learn from it, eat using your nutrition guide. But once you have gone through that for, maybe a period of 3 months, so like 12 weeks, then maybe ease off of it and start to kind of eat more intuitively, but with the portion sizes in mind. So, in fitness, we're always trying to get as much volume of food as we can for less calories, right? Because I guess, let's say if you eat like a candy bar, for example, you've got a lot of calories in there and not a lot of nutrients, and your candy bar is going to probably be this little, whereas if you eat something that has more nutrients, is more nutritious, a little bit less processed, a little bit less sugar, you could actually get like this much food for this many calories, right? But again, I feel like sometimes if we consistently think about having snacks that are lower in calories but like higher in volume, we're not really allowing our bodies to, like our brain and our bodies to really understand what is happening, right? So because like hunger and feeling full and satisfied, it is not just a matter of, you're burning calories and your body needs more fuel. It is also hormones, right? And I talked about the hormones before when I talked about fasting, the hormones that make you feel hungry and the hormones that make you feel full. And so, I think a lot of the times we're just eating without thought, right? We're eating without thought, and so we don't understand what our bodies actually feel like when it has had enough. So yeah, so I just want to show you what I have at home, when I'm feeling a little bit peckish, right? So one of the things that I absolutely love is my granola. And so now you see this granola, it's the nice and knobbly gluten-free granola, but for some reason, what is inside it is actually not that nice and knobbly. So my husband bought a different granola because he can't seem to find this one right now, and he's put it in here, right? So the nice and knobbly granola, I really liked it because it's like really nice and sweet, and it's got, a lot of texture, a lot of little berries and all that kind of stuff. And I'll have it with some Greek yogurt. But unfortunately, like I said, we can't find it at Sainsbury's right now. And so there's a different granola in here, and he's picked one that does not have any added sugars. So what happens is it's not that sweet and not as tasty as the nice and knobbly. So what I usually do when I have that less sweet version, I will have it with a little, maybe like a teaspoon or a little bit more, a little drizzle of maple syrup, right? So again, I'm quite good at eyeballing like portion sizes, right? But I'm not tracking my macros right now. But what I do, guys, is like, you know, I have like, you know, maybe take 2 tablespoons of the yogurt, a little sprinkle of the granola, and then the honey, right? But I don't just sit there and be like, all right, this is my, you know, morning snack, and you know, I'm allowed to have this and I'm gonna eat it and really quickly, right? I actually make a little bowl and I sit down and I eat it slowly like I do with anything else, you know, and that's why I know what amount to have, because, you know, because like this 2 tablespoons of the yogurt plus the, you know, the amount that I put of the granola, at the end of it, like I am actually quite full because I've actually sat down to you know, eat it slowly and let my body process that like I'm eating food, right? So oftentimes I feel like we just snack brainlessly, right? And snacks, just like your meals, shouldn't be eaten quickly and without thought and in front of the TV, or, you know, as you're doing your work, you know, you've got it there, and then you do your work and you eat, and you do your work and you eat, right? You need to take your time with your snacks as well, right? So this is what I have, and so I've got this here, right? So I just wanted to show you this. You guys have seen before. We usually have some crisps at home, and then someone recommended that this was really good. This sour cream and chives pretzels. So my friend Temmie, and if Temmie watches this, I know she's going to be surprised that this is still sitting in my kitchen, because we picked this up together ages ago. I don't even know, like maybe a month ago. Something like that. Like, anyway, so it's still here. And again, this is what I do, right? I actually take my time when I have the crisp, and I don't pour myself out a bowl either to be like, okay, this is the portion that I'm allowed to have. I actually take it right out of here, and I'll usually dip it into something like hummus, which is, you know, higher in calories, a little bit more satisfying. But again, I sit there, you know, take my time with it. I'm not just like bowl, chips, work, TV, eat, oh no, it's gone, right? I actually, you know, I take my time, whether I'm sitting at the table or standing by the kitchen, have a little bit more, you know, and take my time. And then I really do get to that point where I'm like, ugh, okay, had enough, right? And I haven't even eaten that much of it, but, you know, I've allowed my brain to figure out that, hey, you know what? You're full, and you don't need more, and you don't want more, and you're satisfied. And then, you know, we've got like the chocolate and the Nutella. Okay, guys? So the chocolate, again, this usually sits in our cupboard for quite some time, and, you know, I'll pick at a square or two, not every day, like, you know, just whenever I feel like it, you know, but it's there, and it's, again, it's not like I'm like, okay, well, you know, how many calories does this have? All right, I'm allowed to have 200 calories of snacks, so I'm gonna, you know, break off like 200 calories worth and then sit there and eat it like mindlessly. You know, it's like, again, like savoring it, you know what I mean? And same thing with the Nutella, guys. I actually, it's funny enough, I don't actually spread Nutella on stuff. I take a teaspoon and I eat my Nutella by the teaspoon. But again, I repeat, take the teaspoon, eat it nice and slow, like it's like, I don't know, like a lollipop or something, do you know what I mean? And then, you know, brain has time to digest the fact that you are eating, and yeah, then 1 teaspoon is literally all I need, right? So yeah, so I just wanted to show you, like, you know, just some little go-to stuff. You know, like I know rice cakes, we have rice cakes as well. Haven't really been into the rice cakes lately. They are, you know, always recommended on, you know, when personal trainers, coaches put nutrition plans together, we always put rice cakes on there because they're like low in calories, and we're like, you can spread some peanut butter on it. But again, you know, like I haven't really been into the rice cakes lately. Just been, you know, craving some other stuff, and this is what I'm trying to say, is that, you know, you can have these snacks that people consider to be, you know, naughty, and you know, and still reach your goals, and at the very least not put on weight, right? And I always say, it's not what we eat that is the problem. We can eat anything. The problem is that we're eating too much, and we're not, you know, we don't know, we don't have the tools to understand when our bodies are full. Because I hear a lot of people go like, oh my God, I'm always hungry. You know, it's like, no, you're not always hungry, actually. You're probably bored. You're probably not listening to your body. You know, and when a lot of people, when they feel hungry, they're like, oh my God, I'm starving, right? Like, I need a snack. And then they just like quickly, like, you know, try to satisfy that hunger by eating really quickly. And, you know, then a whole bag of crisps is gone. So yeah, so my point is, take your time, you know, with whatever you eat. Just take your time, let your body understand that you're eating, and then and you'll feel satisfied with, you know, once your body has had enough. So yeah, that is my takeaway for today. So hopefully that helped. But anyway, you know, if you need nutrition guidance, coaching guidance, like someone, you know, you want to learn how to do this, and you want to learn how to eat these foods guilt-free and you know, without putting on weight, you know, send me a DM. I got loads and loads of, you know, tools to help you with this. You know, I've you know, over the years, like, learned a lot myself. So I just want to share that with you guys, and yeah, show you that you can eat what you want and not have it have, you know, consequences that make you feel bad about yourself. So, right? Hopefully that was helpful, and yeah, maybe we'll see you on the next one.